Hey everybody, welcome back to Zombie Cure Lab. We're in midday right now, and this isn't done. None of this stuff is fixed. And that's because we have a major shortage of all construction resources. In fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and say maybe just 2 working here. Major shortage of all construction resources are happening right now. And so I need a lot of people to come and work these areas and to focus their attention pretty much exclusively on wood and stone. And I need this yesterday. It's got to happen like right now. There's 2 over here, which is good. We'll focus them on wood because there's a lot in that area. So without having the raw resources, of course, we can't actually rebuild this stuff. We have a regular strength raid coming in, which is pretty soon. And so we're still in recovery mode. We're still in panic mode. I'm actually going to move this. I think it's going to work better right here. Yeah, right back like this. Put it right there. This is like we're just in recovery mode constantly because those last 2 raids, it decimated all these walls and I had to rebuild them twice, and that just sucked down all my construction resources. I'd also like, I don't think we got it in time. Yeah, I don't think we converted this in time. So we didn't get the ice cube. And that means we only have 2 level 1 humbies right now, which is pretty bad. So we're looking at getting late in the day now. And I'm hoping to start seeing wood accumulate. It does take a long time to gather these things. And if I had a better resource camp, then it probably wouldn't take as long. And we have the hauling post 2 upgrade researched. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the resource camp 2 in hopes that we can get more resources that way. We also, it's hauling post 2 is here, which is great. I think I'm going to take one of the scientists off of this and get them on. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Let's get them on the other one. We'll get them back here, because this one has stone included too, and you'll notice like pretty much everybody is just doing stone at the moment. So, well, the other one's doing wood, so that makes sense, I guess. Let's have, yeah, all the scientists can just work over there for now. So scientists are going to be doing manual labor, at least for a little while. Go ahead and close that down, and it looks like I think we're probably pretty protected here. There is, of course, another gate that needs fixed, but pretty much everything is done here, which is great. We're just gonna make sure everything is marked for repair anyway, just in case I missed something. Okay, so 53 research. I do want to get this going more consistently. I would love to have like 2 research benches working all the time. I don't know if it's necessary to work it during the night as well, but I think we have enough of the resources, like of power, sorry. I think we have enough power surplus now where we can handle it. So we'll see how that goes. This is a much better position for this. Maybe even putting it over by the wall. No, because I want him to be able to get this area too. So this is fine the way it is. And we should probably go in and bring people in. Because we have people working far away from the base, don't we? No, nobody's working over here, so it's all this camp here. All right, no big deal. We're fine. All right, so this I don't anticipate this wave being a big deal. This wave is way weaker than the big wave that we took on, the large attack. And that large attack was we survived. We didn't do it easily, but we did survive it. So I anticipate this one should be easier to survive than that one. We'll see how it goes. It does look like they're going to focus their efforts on a wall segment. Yikes. Make sure all this is marked for repair, guys. Okay, you're saying that you don't have the resources. Right. We don't have wood. That's what we don't have. We don't have wood. Everyone focus on wood, please. All about the wood. How are you going to repair something if you don't have the wood to do it? Right? So they just keep busting through it. And it just keeps costing us more and more money. More and more resources, I guess. By resources is kind of like money, I suppose. All right, gate. This one's going down. Why is it taking forever to get wood? I'm just curious. With 5 people doing nothing but wood, you would think this would be significantly faster. It just feels like it's really sluggish, you know? Maybe it just takes a while before it starts to snowball. Pun intended, I guess. At least we got one. We got 1 ice cube. Come on, guys. Keep spraying them. Keep going. No way to repair, so... Well, okay, I guess we'll repair these pointless things. Come on. Focus your efforts here. There we go. Reba. Come on, Reba. There you go, buddy. All right. I think we got him from here. So let's have everybody real quick focus on the weakest link. And if we do this, maybe we can get lucky and get a 3rd snowball, a 3rd ice cube real quick. Everybody's going to attack that guy, that one single guy. Get him, no, stop. Get him right now. Do not let him out of here. He's almost done. Everybody continue to attack through the day, please. Continue to attack through the day. No, attack, guys. Go attack now. Ugh. You got to be kidding me. Look how close he was. Oh, you guys suck. Seriously, all you had to do is turn around. All right, well, it is what it is. We didn't get that guy, so... I gotta admit, I'm worried about the balance of this game. I'm hoping that they reconsider this, having this much health, because it's really difficult to get ice cubes. It's really difficult to get zombies now, and that's going to dramatically slow down research. So it's going to slow the game down doing this way. I realized I did it because I wanted the raids to be more challenging, but they need to do it differently than just the standard stat bump, right? Stat bump difficulty is really boring. You know, maybe make it to where they won't just attack gates, but they'll spread their damage out amongst the walls and stuff, and that will encourage me to, you know, build better walls all the way around and think smarter. There wouldn't be so much of a kill zone here. I'd have to have more spread out defenses. That would be better, I think, than this coordinated, everything's focused on the gate attack and then just stat bumps. I think it would be better. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like this is created now in such a way where it is such a grind to get anyone unlocked, to get anyone converted. And then now that anyone's got to be converted, you still have to send them to Moose Labs. Like, it's not like it's harder to get humbies now, and you still have to send them to Moose Labs. So I think if you're gonna, where the hell is it? Right here. If you're gonna make it harder to get humbies, then you need to make cure progress go faster by sending them, because this is gonna be a real drag. And this isn't scaling difficulty now like, say, RimWorld is. Before, it was actually scaling closer to RimWorld, and I really like that balance, because the bigger my base got, the more difficult it got to maintain it. And so it would encourage me to have a slimmer staff. But the way it is now, you're encouraged to have as big of a staff as you can, because you have to. Because look at these. I got so many structures right now shut down and doing almost nothing, because I don't have the people to manage these structures anyway. I still don't have any wood. I've had 5 people dedicated to nothing but lumberjacking over here, and I have no wood. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's slowed the game down, to be honest. So I really hope they consider changing this again. Because, like, what am I supposed to do? I basically just spend all my time repairing the gates now, and then I wait. Then I repair the gate, and I wait. I'm not going to say it's not fun, because the game still has some fun factor to it. But if I'm being honest, this whole HP gain that the zombies have, it has actually decreased the fun in the game. I think it has. Only because, I mean, look at the devastation they caused, and I get nothing for it. There's no reward for it. It used to be there was a reward. You get more humbies. You can transmit. I mean, I was doing this constantly, right? Before these changes, I was converting zombies all the time. It was constant, and it was a nice even flow of getting out of there, and I had good progression. Now it is taking me everything I can possibly do. Every spare hand I have, I don't even have any more spare hands, but every spare hand I have is now just trying to get construction materials so that I can repair, just so the game can throw another wave at me and destroy it again. And You know what I mean? Like that seems like the way it is right now. So I'm really crossing my fingers that they see the error of this and they fix it. I'm actually going to word it by that way and say fix. It's not about difficulty. You can make them stronger, right? You can make them stronger so that they do more damage and have less of them, and that's still fine, like the elites. But it's all about that HP gain. That the HP bump. They're just so much more spongy than they used to be, and if it was just about this part, then I would be like, that's no problem. That's fine. But because you have to collect them to get this, to put them in this, to then progress this, right? It's all connected. The less you gain here, the less you can collect, the less that you can capture, the slower the entire game goes. And if you're gonna slow the entire game down like that, then you can't hit me for such a huge penalty on mission duration. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, maybe there's an element to this that I'm missing. I'm sure people will tell me in the comments what I'm missing, but I'm only comparing it to what it used to be, right? I can't look at it objectively. I can't look at it from as a base value, right? I can only compare to what it used to be. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and trigger this again. Bring everybody in. The night is coming. The night is basically here. So let's get everybody inside. We have a weak attack now, and this should be our chance. This really should be our chance to get as many of these ice cubes as we can. They have the weakest HP. They don't hardly do any damage. There's only 15 of them. Let's see what we can do. And to get more involved, since they don't do a lot of damage, I really want to get as many ice cubes as I can. So I want to make sure I can do as much damage as possible. So for that reason, I'm actually going to open the first 2 gates on this attack. I'm going to let them in. I'm actually going to let them in even further. And I might regret this, but I'm going to let them in all the way into this gate right here. And that's going to allow every single piece of snow assault, I guess. Every single attack type that I have is going to be involved with these guys ongoing, provided, of course, they actually walk through the gates. So I'm opening these up, hoping that they don't attack these. And then what happens there, hopefully, is that we can just hit them and get as much of this as possible, as many ice cubes as we can here. So let's just hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them. We want weakest. Let's do strongest out of you, and we'll do strongest out of you, so we can start spreading that up a little bit. So the weakest one, of course, is the one which is going to have the most damage on it. There we go. Yeah, I think the ice cube is actually a better tactic. Let's have everybody shift their attacks to be the weakest. So they basically should all be hitting the exact same one every time. Except you. Why are you not hitting the right one? Well, maybe this one's considered weaker than that one. Because see, now that I can get everything involved, the weak attack is the time where we can get things. Make sure this is repaired. For some reason it's not marked as a repair, but all right. This is significantly better. So maybe it's all about opportunism, right? Maybe the way the balance is now is it's just that we haven't had a weak attack yet. We've been just getting hit with very strong things because of just the cycle. We stopped playing during a certain time, right? And look at the 2 regular attacks. They're identical. I haven't seen that in a while. Being identical like that. But we're doing some pretty good freeze work here. And now what I want to do, just to really trap them in and to make sure we can get as many of these guys as we can, we've got lots of wood and stone now, so this is our chance. What I'd like to do is go in and just tell everyone they're now working day and night. We'll even get like a couple of extras here, maybe, to really freeze them down. And then what I'm hoping to do with this, by telling them to continue running during the day, which they may not like that, but whatever, is I'm now going to close this fence. I will lock them in so that they cannot get out. So the daytime will trigger, and we can keep shooting them because they can't get out. Oh, it doesn't do any more damage to them. Are you kidding? No way. Oh, no way. That sucks. Never mind. That sucks. I think that was a valid tactic. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and we'll get going on bringing in the ice cubes now. We want to prioritize this. So I want 3 people on this station. And we should now go in, I guess, and we'll remove you from there, remove you from there, and remove you, and remove you. So you guys should all be on this station now. Yep. And we should have plenty of wood and stone and everything we need to make that happen now. Go ahead and bring this into... Now, I need to leave these open, otherwise they can't get out. All right, you're just wasting your ammo now. Quit it. All right, that's enough. You don't have to do it anymore. It's fine. Go ahead. You don't have to do it during the day anymore. Let's get as many converted as possible. And then, like, we're supposed to be sending them away, but I don't know about that, man. That just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. I'm queuing up a bunch of them with these 3, but I haven't seen anybody actually get converted, so it looks like we still need that experience. We have plenty of workout equipment and everything for them, so it's just about getting them that experience. How many can we actually convert? Am I going to regret not having another treatment chamber 1 now? Yeah, there's just regular attacks now, which... Good, because the word regular or normal, it really only applies if that's the thing that's most common, so... let's see. So... We'll do wood and stone there. I'm probably almost out of wood here. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Let's hold back on this just a little bit. And for the hauling, yeah, we're going to want this to be mostly Humvee 1s doing all the hauling here. Humvee 2s are doing this. We have lots of metal now, which is good. We have 508 research as well. Let's see if there's anything else I can do here. We can't go to Humvee level 3 without that cure progress. So we should probably look at maybe getting... We have 423 on the chemicals. This is pretty good. We do not have any more fertilizer, though. Turn this back on. Because this also means that we're not creating enough vegetables anymore and stuff. So, like, we want to keep these running. So let's turn that back on. And then I think we can probably use this power, this extra metal that we have, to get a little bit more on power, because I mean eventually we are going to expand, so let's get a little bit more there. And what else take a look at the science thing here. Needs, we could go in and getting another couch. TV is real, but the selection of channels is rather limited. That's okay. So we'll come in here and now we'll upgrade this to be a real couch with a real TV instead of a cardboard box. Fancy. There it is. Done. You can also go in and upgrade a lot of our beds so that people can get more sleep. Let's just go in and do that really quick. It is taking a lot of wood to do that, so I probably shouldn't do very many of them, because we're going to go down on wood again. Pretty much the story of my life right now, man. Just having no wood is everything right now. Have I finally reached the waiting around stage of the game? Nah. Better batteries, right? We have all these chemicals. I think we get another battery. Let's focus on maybe getting... Wasn't it battery 2? Didn't I unlock battery 2? Electricity. No, I did battery 1 only. So here's battery 2. I want battery 2, and battery 2 is going to be here. Okay. And battery 2, we will place, I think, right behind here. We'll just have this sit kind of like this. That's fine. We can build that. Boom. Now we can charge that up and have it last a lot longer throughout the night. Look at all these guys just sitting around doing nothing right now. Because there's nothing to repair. Nothing to build or repair anymore. So pull the humans off of this. I really would like to have just Humvee level 1s doing this more than the 2s. So maybe we'll get the level 1s to come up and do this a bit better. We could maybe go into... then, yeah, this can be... I don't think that needs to be done anymore. This definitely doesn't need to be a human thing. Like, that human thing doesn't need to be done. We'll just tear this down. And as we get more humbies, then they'll just get brought in there. So let's go down to 2 scientists here. And still not enough queued here, unfortunately. But we'll leave it as is. Let's make sure you're only working during the day. Only working during the day. There we go. Progress has been saved. Excellent. All right. Bring everybody inside. And you can see that everything is just kind of screwed right now. So we have some repairs to make. Let's make sure all these doors are just our people only. There we go. And then mark everything for repair if possible. We just don't have the resources. There's no wood. All right, so let's have you focus only on wood because we need it. And I think that's it for the wood that's in our area, in our fenced-in area. We're going to need to expand our fenced-in area to here to get a hold of the iron, but also to get a hold of the wood because we don't have any iron right now either. We've used it all. And so that's going to be where we need another resource collector to go in. And so in production, I can go in and say, let's go with maybe just a simple resource camp is fine. And this one will focus on iron only. All right, people. It's time. Let's get things repaired. Azaria? Nope, they're just going to bust down the doors. Yep. The deeper in they get, the more damage I start to do. But I really want to do more damage out here. So, like, I think my fence out and, like, surround them idea is probably better. If I could just get them surrounded. Can we get this fixed? No? Still missing the resources. There's no wood. We just simply don't have it. And as soon as we get it, we use it right away. This camp, yeah, everybody's working on getting iron so we can get more steel. That's not necessary. I don't want everybody doing this, just one. Everybody else should be focused in here. Yep. Go get me the wood. Gate number 2. Why are you not shooting? Okay, so Humvee 2s will work this, but they just don't. Like, they'll sit here and they'll work it, but they also at the same time won't. So I think I don't want any Humvee 2 here. I think they're bugged. They just stand there and do nothing. Instead of that, then we'll have. Oh, where did I just provided those? I just put the humans here. So let me take the human out and put the regular Humvee here. And then over here, we're gonna say the Humvee comes out. The Humvee level 2s will go here. And so now we'll have human beings managing these stations. And humans know how to shoot, so there we go. It's going to be too little too late here, though. There's no way to repair, so everything's just going to come down. Fall apart, man. They just have too much health. They stay up for too long. Ugh. Don't destroy it. Don't do it. Okay, they didn't destroy it. So we're left with 2 more icicles. 2 more ice cubes, whatever. So, all right then, fine. We'll get this one converted. At least we have more people now. But, my gosh, I don't know if it's even going to matter. Look at all this wood that's sitting out, right? Like, can we collect all this? Do we have to have a hauler in order to collect all this? Can't you guys just haul this yourself? Like, why? Why not just haul it? Please haul it. Here, let's move you over here. That way you get the stone in there too. Although you have more wood available here. If I do it here instead, then you have the stone plus all this wood. I'm gonna move it here instead. All right, so I finally got all my Humvee level 1s to be at the hauling post as their job. So Humbie level 1s, all they do is just move stuff around all day because they have the biggest carrying capacity anyway, so that should be fine. I currently just do not have anyone with enough experience to make them level 2, but when it happens, then it happens. As far as repairs go, it's going okay, I suppose. Definitely some places that we have to, I hope anyway, prioritize. I hope there's some things that will end up happening here very soon. And yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have much else to show you at the moment, so I'm gonna keep skipping ahead and stuff, probably through the attacks and stuff too. The game has, to me, it's kind of turned into a tower defense game, and it's kind of turned into just get as many resources as you can and use them immediately on repairing, and then by the time you have the stuff repaired, next wave comes in and ruins it again, and rinse and repeat. It's definitely changed from what it was before. And I don't think it's changed for the positive. I'm going to keep playing it, hoping that it gets better once we kind of get ourselves, I guess, under control with adequate defenses, really. But it's just all these... You have to do this. You have to do multiple gates. There's no way I would survive with a single gate or 2 gates or 3 gates because, I mean, they're just going to blow through them. They do so much damage to the gate. I can't repair it in time. And then on top of that, they have so much damn health now that you can't get rid of them. So, yeah, that's the game. So I'll keep playing it for a little bit here. I'll be right back. Regular wave is coming to a close here pretty soon. We're barely getting here to repair this gate inside, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to break through that one too. And they're also going to continue breaking my other walls while they're doing it. All these guys have been shooting the entire time, and we've only got 1 ice cube. And yeah, that's just, it's so slow, man. That's incredibly slow. And it looks like we just barely managed to repair this gate before it busted through. So that's a regular wave. That's a regular attack. 31 of them. They got this far and did all this damage. And now my resources, they seem plentiful, but they're going to be used for repairs. So we'll see how much I have left after all the repairs are done anyway. Looks like, yeah, we can bring that in. That's fine. Anybody else here? Yeah, we can maybe get a couple more on this to repair, possibly. Hopefully everybody goes back to work, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get enough resources to recapture some sustainability here. I hope, because it seems like the only gameplay I'm doing right now is this. I'm really hoping this isn't the rest of the game. Or I'm gonna keep playing it just to kind of see if that is the rest of the game. And we're at 583 research. I haven't done a whole lot of research here, but as much as I want my freezing to be more powerful, I can't do it because I need to get to here, tier 3 research labs. That requires me to hoard research and chemicals. So I guess that's where I gotta be. I gotta hoard research and chemicals. Let's see if I can't get... how about we do this? Let's grab any scientist that might be in here. No? Okay, let's grab a scientist that might be in here then. Yeah, these guys have nothing else left to do other than the stone. So we'll let them do the stone. We're going to pull a few off of this, though. In fact, I think I'm going to just move this. It doesn't need to be quite there anymore. We'll bring it over here since it's basically just stone now anyway. And then I'd like to get those guys over into a different camp. I suppose this one's fine. We'll put them over here instead. Unless they already just took a different... Looks like they just took a different job. But either way, I need the scientists to be doing science things. So right here on the research desk. So defend ourselves basically over and over again until we get our research saved. We'll get to 2,000 research, and then by that time, perhaps it'll be enough to... You know, I think I might actually pause the glowberry. We've got a lot of those. I think I'm going to pause that. We're going to just disable that for a bit. So we're only going to use 2.5 fertilizer per hour now. And that means we should be net positive on fertilizer for a little bit. And if we can store up enough of this, then I can shut this down and then we'll have enough chemicals. This is chemical extractor 1. I don't believe we have access to chemical extractor 2 yet. There is alternative chemical production by crunching stones. So, I mean, maybe, you know, but it's 200 research for this. I really need to save up for this. because getting better freezing, I need automatic snowball shooters, which will just do this stuff automatically. It does more damage, and it does so at a bigger range, and it does it automated without needing anyone else to be in it. I could just basically set them all in a row. So that would be good to have. There's another blizzard contraption. There's a freezing tower, very strong ice beam that deals frost damage to the target and other hostiles in the around the target. That's 1,000 damage. So tier 3 is where I need to be to really. I think maybe the balance for this is that by the time I got my base to this point, I should be at tier 3, which wasn't the case before these changes. It didn't matter how fast I did it before these changes. But it definitely matters now. I would say that absolutely matters now. So we're going to keep cranking on this. I think the next attack is a little bit weaker than the last one. And then we have an attack that's a little stronger than the next one. And then finally after that, we have a regular attack that is less zombies, but more damage per. So I mean, it looks like they're actually stronger overall. 42,000 health, man. We're not getting any captures with this. It's just not going to happen. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've let it play on a little bit. We're at nighttime. It's time for a new attack. And everybody's at the ready. So we'll see how we do now. Got 13 damage on each one of these things. And they've got under 25,000 health. So maybe that means we can do good damage. I have no idea. We're going to really prioritize, I think, making as many ice cubes as we can, which means we need to prioritize hitting the weakest one every time. Because I just need everybody to hit the exact same one, and it needs to be, just really concentrated on that. And that usually means that we're not hitting the ones that are right on the fence, too, which is maybe not the best way to go about it, but... Oh, boy. The guy barely got in time. They just keep hitting my fence. They just keep attacking. I do kind of wish it wasn't every single night. Like, they would give you a breather every once in a while, but... I don't know. That's just not the nature of the game. I think I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining, because I feel like this entire video is going to be kind of sounding like I'm whining. It isn't. It's more like thinking out loud of trying to reflect on the different changes between the way it was and the way it is now, and trying to decide, I guess, whether I like it or not. Obviously, anytime something changes up on you and you get to experience those changes in full force right away, usually it's a negative emotion, right? I mean, I think we can all agree. Anytime you've configured your base to a certain style or to a certain type of set of rules, I suppose is the best way to word it. Anytime you set your base up to a certain set of rules and then those rules are changed on you and you find that you have a significantly higher cost, this is the part I don't get. Why do you create the repair kits and then drop them? Just carry them to the next target to repair. You don't have to drop them and run away. It's that part's frustrating. I really hope they fix that, because it makes no sense that the repair kit would just fall apart on their way to the fence. It just makes no sense at all. But here we are, dealing with it. Let's get more people in on this if we can. I'd really like to get more repairs. Come on. Watch him just, yep. And then he fails, and he drops it, and he runs away. Right? So now I have to summon a completely different person to come do this one. Hopefully they get there sooner. No, nobody's coming. Oh, he's right there already. Wow. Okay, you were actually fast that time. Nice. Come on, daytime. And see, by focusing everybody on the weakest one, we at least get a few humbies. Yep, run away. Run away, run away, run away. And there we go. Okay, so we are left with 3. That's all we managed to get out of that huge horde is 3 of them. But you know what? That'll do. Having 3 is just going to have to work that way. All right, we got another tier 2, thankfully. That's good. We're going to go in, I think, and maybe get you pulled off of this so that you can help here. Yep, I want to get these guys helped too. So we're getting more humbies that way. So yeah, that's what I want to say. I guess this video is... like I'm kind of trying to figure out what the dev's mindset is here. All right, my initial reaction was quite negative to these changes, but I think if again, there's so many things I would love to do differently here. Like, I would definitely not have the fence way out here. And in fact, I probably should go ahead and just gut this. Like, I should probably make this fence go out this far, but then immediately cut back and just be like this. It would mean less real estate, less safe zone, which might result in fewer attacks, or at least weaker ones. Same thing here. I can make this fence come in like this, and that would result in having less land. But then at the same time, I've got no trees. I just got none left because the game doesn't give you the chance to grow more. So you are limited. Eventually, you will die here. I mean, there is no infinite game. You're going to run out of trees. And it's not going to be that long of a time. Like, I've got to get more over here, right? And so I would hope anyway that eventually my base would have many rooms and it would expand to this entire space. But I don't know, I don't know. That was the idea. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't want it to sound negative, even though it probably does. I'm having fun with it. It's just very different now. And I'm not super convinced that it's different in a good way. You know what I mean? It just takes a little bit of time, I think, to get used to it. And once I really get used to the rules of this, then maybe that'll change things. We have 884 research. I gotta get twice that much. So more researchers on the research stations, please. How are we doing on getting tier 2s? Is there any more left? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and shut this down for a while. We'll get researchers to focus on research only. Yeah, and then for the plane, we're up to 15 now on this. I have a couple more, and it looks like I can get to where I need to be here. So we're gonna send one more there. We're gonna bring all of these resources. Here we go. Yep, get all the chemicals, get all the meat, and we're gonna send one of our tier 2s to the mountains, and that should give me enough cure progress to finally go in and get this. And then once we get cure progress 3, we can then get the treatment chamber 3, which is 1,000 more research. My God. But it allows me to get to tier 3 humbies. And tier 3 humbies, they kind of feel like they're basically human. I mean, they aren't. This is where it is fully healed humans, but they seem like they have all the capabilities that scientists have, because they can manage pretty much everything that scientists can manage, except for even the research. They can do the research too. So they're not human, but they're pretty much human. Yeah, that's basically it. And then also to get the next research tier, I'm gonna need more chemicals, aren't I? To get this? Yeah, 500 chemicals I need to get. So So that's going to lead us to probably needing another chemical extractor. If I can just get one more of these things. It doesn't have a cost. It's just power cost, which is fine. The power cost is no big deal. So I think I'll get one of these, another chemical extractor, and I'm thinking about putting it like right here. I think it can just go like right here. Just kind of sitting here in the middle of the whole place. And then we make sure tier 2s are the ones working on this. And we'll say, I guess, daytime for this one and anytime for this one. And then we'll go ahead and pull you off of that and pull you off of this. So what we have now are tier 1 humbies are basically all of our haulers and all of our builders and repairers. That's all their job is, all right? And now that we've kind of recovered resources a little bit from those 2 big attacks, we've kind of got ourselves sorted out here. There's a lot to haul in. There's so much on the ground here, and I'm wondering if does it actually require hauling? A hauling post to like, do I need a hauler out here? Where the heck is it? Hauler. Bellow breezer, resource camp. Yeah, so we need a hauling post too, I guess. It's a much bigger. I guess we could say that's, it can handle it, I guess. We'll put this out here just to see if it matters. And, we'll get that built. And then hauling post 2, I want the resource camp 2 as well. And I'm thinking probably we shift you just a little bit more in, like so. Yeah, like this. Gives you access to a little bit more on the wood. And then over on this side, I'm thinking we don't need to expand that one. I want another one over here. Another resource camp right over here is going to be needed. And I'm going to say it's a resource camp 2. And we'll just place this. We'll place this kind of like right next to the stone. I can't believe there's no metal in here. There it goes. Okay. There's a little bit here. Where is that metal coming from then? It's the tent. Tent right there. So we want to get this to be just about there. That's where that camp's going to go. And we're just going to have to send people around the map during the day to get as many resources as possible. Sending the Humvee away. Just got our shipment. And as soon as that crate arrives at Moose Labs, we should now have our cure progress be at 450. And then the final thing is 1350. So we'll work on that. So yeah, I just want to reiterate that I'm not upset. I'm not salty. I think the last maybe 20 minutes or so might sound that way. It's not. It's just different. And I've just got to figure out how to cope with the differences that I'm seeing. I think that's really the nuts and bolts of it, right? Let's go ahead and take you guys out of here so that you'll go work here instead. And you should be able, by working here, we should get you to transform this thing. He's waiting here for you. No? Nobody wants to do it? Where did you go to work? I bet you went to work at the new resource. I bet the new hauling post. Yeah, we don't want you hauling from here. So I want you working here instead. Can you please? Treatment center? Guys? No? You don't want to? How about over here? Is this it? Yeah, you're working over here. Don't work here. Nope. This is just a regular old Humvee spot. When we get Humvees, that's where you work. So, got a couple of scientists there. That should be good enough. Yep. Okay, then. So, we'll finally have that. So, the final count will be 19 level 2s, 12 level 1s, and 19 humans. Which I think is a decent assortment of people. We have 17,000 battery power as well. We can last. So let's talk about stronger defenses, because there's a large attack coming later. Oh boy, can't wait. 47 of them. I want to, it's not going to be built yet because it's going to take a while, but I want to put, I think, a wall kind of like this. I'm trying to decide if trying to think of like how I do tower, like, because this is basically a tower defense game now. So I'm kind of trying to rethink this like a tower defense player would, and getting attackers on both sides of this seems like the best way to go. I guess the best way to go about that would be to make this fence maybe from here go like that, and then that will give us a path through these mountains, but also have a natural fence here. And then they'll be able to move themselves into an area here where we can defend. And this is still into the base, so that the zombies might attack this, but again, they're supposed to attack the fence instead. So I guess we'll take the 3 wood and 3 stone per block. We'll go in kind of like, well, it could be here, I suppose. We could just do it kind of like this. And then, yeah, we just sort of leave it open kind of like this for now, and then we just seal it here. So that's not bad for the area that we're going to be opening. And then the final bit for this to be open is just going to have this be going, I guess maybe straight through, so that we can get this to be on the inside too and get control of that. The vegetables are okay, but it's not really that important. My one concern about this, though, is it means that anyone who wants to go get resources over here is going to have to now walk all the way around this to go do it. It's not that much farther, but it is farther. Either way, I think this is going to be worth it. And then when we do that, we can then get these snowball shooters to be located on both sides. So we can go in and say the snow cannons could work too. In fact, I think actually maybe we let this go all the way back. Yeah, that's actually probably better. Why don't, instead of having this be a thing, instead of this being a thing, we could instead just make this go straight out and then over like this. So it's kind of, I think it's about the same amount of resources to build this. And now we want to bring them inside anyway, so they're not going to build it tonight. But it's really the same amount of resources to build this. But we're going to have a lot of like, you know, the snowball shooters and stuff going through here so that we can hit them twice as hard as they get through these fences. And I think that's got to be the way it is. So after this attack, that's what we're going to be working on. This one's going to suck. They're going to hit our stuff really hard again. And we're going to have to put most of our resources and time into repairing it again. But, you know, that's the game. And I think I'll probably leave you after this just to make sure that so you guys can see how this progresses. But I mean, we shouldn't fall. It's technically a weaker attack than, I think it is anyway, a weaker attack than the one we had before. Yeah, the other one was like 700 total strength. This one is a little over 500. So the large attack, we survived the large attack, therefore we should survive this one. We've got everything blowing through. And I think actually we'll get the blizzard contraption to be back here instead, which opens up this space for additional attacking over here. So I can just move this blizzard contraption to be over here instead. See, now they're tearing down these walls. It's no fun. Don't do that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dallas. Excellent work, sir. You chose the right target to repair. It's good. Keep going. No? All right, well, they're through. I mean, it was going to happen anyway, so whatever. Let's see. We only have a 10 power deficit, and it's a very brief deficit. It's on and off, really, so... I think to keep up on ice, yeah, we can, I think, go ahead and just shut this one down, this ice pack press. We can shut this ice pack press down and instead just replace it with another, it's kitchen, right? Yeah, another ice producing refrigerator. We'll just put another one of those in there instead. All right, so they're through the third gate. On to gate number 4. So far, nobody's queued up to repair it. Great news. All of you guys should be repairing things. You're all on repair duty. Exclusively. Nope, didn't get there in time. Working now to this next gate. Come on now. See, we're not even attacking these guys anymore, right? We're all focusing on the wrong things. Attack the strongest ones, please. We're not going to get the ice cube, so just get the strong ones while we can. And I actually kind of feel like for all I said about not being able to get more, you know, like why we can't get humbies, we actually kind of got quite a few, didn't we? So again, I think it's more of a gut reaction. I'm going to leave it in too. I'm not going to cut it out because this is my honest opinion. It's how I reacted, so I'm going to leave it. I really don't save scum, and I really don't cut out things if I, you know. I mean, I'm okay with like cutting things out if I say something I don't mean, but I really meant it when I said it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Come on, repair it. There you go. And then I'll just print the retraction right now. Come on, don't go through all. Oh, they got all the way through it. But they're not going to get through this one. So this leaves us with just a single ice cube today. Just one dude. But you know what? That one dude, he's got passion, right? This guy's got spunk. You can just see it. Now they should immediately go into repairing. Yep. There we go. You guys, do you have anything else left to convert? Doesn't look like it. Switch to the other one, please. There you go. Standard Humvee hauler. Dude, the standard Humvee hauler, just put him in there. Whoa, that's cool. See, I need to focus down on like how these haulers work, right? The hauler was in range, and this guy just totally did it. This hauling post too, right? It can go all the way out here. So he just, yeah, this dude right here, Matilda, I guess, girl. You can't really tell the difference when they're a zombie like this. But like they just, you know, brought that in. So hauling posts, very good. You want to stack these as much as possible. They're very good. Are you a hauler? Yeah, you're working at the hauling post. Yeah, okay, so you are picking up the wood. Okay, so the hauling is needed here, right? Even though they have pick up as their task, they really, all they need is if we just don't have them pick up and all they do is harvest, then the hauler will take care of it. All right, so that is how it works. See, it's just got to learn the little nuances of how things can work, and then we'll get it taken care of. It's fine. We'll get it. We actually do get a break after the large attack, so good. All right, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. My saltiness aside. We'll get it fixed up. We'll learn the ins and outs of this new balance, and we'll get this fence done too so that I can start getting attacking structures in here. It's just going to take a while to build it, and I probably should do this if I want them to build it, shouldn't I? So let's go ahead and do that too. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.